They be on right, but then he pulls them up and
Okay.
then.
Oh, is roll? Oh, RJ. Mm.
Okay, okay.
RJ in the building.
Let me
Oh,
find out we're gonna
Yo,
get a full party.
right. Let me find out. We go.
Rose said I joined, but I'm in the gym. Nigga, just hop in.
That's not Mario Kart World now. They have
Mm.
switched it.
Oh, you go. Oh, you about to tell them? Okay.
Flying fairies. What the fuck?
So, nigga, you gotta focus.
Focus. Focus.
Um, Donkey Kong, Banana, and Kirby.
Now, when I go turn the game on, you say anything about Family Guy, I'm fucking you up.
Yeah, why aren't you watching it, little baby? They got some new zones
All
about it.
right.
oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Let's
try
get this party started.
Let's get it started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show with no name. I'm your boy, your host, the one and only, Ken Jones. And who I have to my would it be on my right? Yeah, on the right, facing the screen. I got my co-host with me, my brother, my twin, Elvon. And then we got his kinfolk back on board. We got Sasquatch Live. Make sure y'all follow him on Twitch. And then we got a long time old friend of ours from college and everything. Long time no see. Well, you can't see him, but you're gonna hear a fucking deep ass voice. Uh my boy RJ is back with I'm back with him, back with Ramen Squad and everything. And like I said, it's happy to hear from a boy, and it's good to have him part of the show as well too. So RJ, if you want to take a little bit of time to let everybody know who you are, a little brief summary, like let everybody know who this dark, mysterious character that we got on the show right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's going on? RJ.
No matter what your name is.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. That
I had
man
to do the
Fred
little
can't let me
boy off.
live.
Sorry. All right, go. But I had to do that too. I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't pass it
Oh
up. All
my
right, go.
What's up, y'all? It's RJ.
No, this guy's
We went to college
better.
together. Mhm. Brothers from another mother and all that.
Them all the ones that
Let
get
alone, ladies and gentlemen, this nigga is like 21 years old and his voice is like 50
Hold up
years old
now.
and
Hold
birth.
up. I am
Oh,
28.
that's
I'll
right.
be
That's
29 in June.
Oh, my
right.
bad, my bad. All right. Oh, my
Hey,
bad.
See the play video.
just like
I'm
that.
going to play it on my YouTube.
Hey, look who the
Period.
fuck it
Hey,
is.
You never seen the
not
game play tomorrow?
Oh, in the middle of the push-ups.
You gotta come up
In the
They
middle of the
got
push
here.
up.
Donkey Kong
I
Lord
just
Jesus.
told
Banana.
his
Give me 5 right now.
I just told
One,
Jesus to hop on real quick. I said
2, tubby,
just bring your
tubby,
ass.
3, tubby, tubby, 4, tubby, tubby.
Really, Rose? Man, I'm over
I'm
here thinking he ain't. Oh, bro, now you made me feel.
gonna sing the game for
This is a
Yeah, your
first day
ass,
of
yeah.
push.
Make Go ahead, bro. Make everybody feel bad. Let them know, like, yeah, on this podcast, we still doing our gym shit.
I ain't doing enough. Y'all ain't doing enough as me.
He said,
Y'all,
I'm in the
oh,
gym with it.
y'all don't want it more than me. Like, really, Rose?
Oh Lord.
Really, Rose?
Hey, look, I
Bro,
said it before I hopped on.
I tell you. Look.
All
I
right,
was like,
bro. Since when you get through flexing your titties, let everybody know who you are, who part of the show, real quick.
you said who I am and whatnot.
Let everybody know who you are, man. Give everybody a brief summary. Let everybody know who we
Really?
got on the show tonight, man.
Oh,
you.
my name is Ro. Real name is Roosevelt. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but I'm saying it anyway. Um, nice to meet y'all. Um, look, man, I'm just a cool dude from Louisiana. Just here,
Hmm.
express my little thoughts and opinions and kick it with y'all and laugh and giggle. That's it.
There you go.
Say it. Hey, I'm getting these games. I'm getting
Why
these.
the road look like he finna do a commercial for Beats by Dre?
I
Look,
know, right?
Come on,
get him.
Hey, this is the perfect time. This is the best. This is the best time to advertise it right now. We're gonna put this shit on YouTube. We're gonna hashtag Dre Beats. Uh, get your Under Armour sponsor. We on the
You know
way.
what I'm saying? He already started with the push up intro and everything. So
I know,
Muscles
shit.
right?
by
Go
Muscles
go
by
go
Rose.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm like, hey man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
It's about to be called Muscles by Rose.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right? Oh, I like that.
there you go.
hey,
hmm
that's a bar. That's a bar.
That's
Body,
a protein
body
shake.
by row.
Hey,
It's a protein shake.
Good lord.
man,
Yeah, body by row. Roll your ass to the gym. That's what it's gonna be
Right.
Push
called.
Pros by Row.
Thanks.
Push pros by row. All
Okay.
right, ladies and gentlemen. We got quite a show tonight, and we got a full cast. So sit down, buckle up. This is gonna be a crazy breaking news story and everything. So basically, we just go ahead and just cap it off with what's going on right now is the NFL draft. We are done with day two. Now we're going on towards day three. And the shocking news story that we got going on right now is that Shadur Sanders, the quarterback that is from Colorado Buffs, obviously primetime son. He is going to the third round, which is shocking news throughout, let's just say, of sports media right now.
yep.
So we are here right now tonight to assemble our thoughts and theories of what the fuck is going on in the sports world right now, because obviously we're in the situation right now that we do not, well, I would say maybe some of us or half of this panel right now believe that Shadur should not be nowhere near round three. He should be at least two. Everybody picking these defense titles, offensive line, and all this kind of shit. So I'm gonna cap it off to my boy Springs right now. So Springs, what are your thoughts on this NFL draft right now? Is it weird or is it going where it's supposed to go?
I'm about to get flack for this.
From the Moo game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That us as black people, we always try to use the race card thing where we raise certain people up to be this superhero, or we supposed to get like this automatic like high level praise
I would say
that you supposed to do traditionally.
Yeah.
Today, it's a white man's game, but it's a black man's sport. I'm gonna say that again. It's a white man's game, but it's a black man's sport. So it's not like other
what
black
the fuck is
quarterbacks didn't go in the first round. Now I could see if it was only Shador and his competition was nothing but white quarterbacks. I can see that.
Right.
But it's of other black quarterbacks
that?
made it in the first round. Shador didn't. But at the same time, they're trying to make it seem like Shador got overlooked. However, what no one is talking about Travis Hunter. Is they pay and I know why, because he's the son of the great, Deion Sanders. But that doesn't mean you supposed to get the same, praise off the shoulders of your dad. That was your dad. You were you.
Nah,
hmm
Thing, that just lets you know you not as grand as you thought you was. You not as cold as you think you is, and you're not marketable as much as you think you is. Because at the end of the day, these quarterbacks, most of them that's black, they starting to get this sense of entitlement because of who is anchoring them and backing them up. But they can't. Your dad can't save you going into the NFL. Just like nobody can save all the other quarterbacks that are black going into the NFL. So if anything, he should have even did the press conference. He should be like, I bet that. And start grinding and working. That's how you get better. Remember, they did the same thing they tried to do the same thing to Lamar. They said Lamar, he's not good enough. He don't got enough weight. He ain't gonna be quick enough. He should be a running back. And he wasn't tripping. He ain't going the first round. Lamar went the second. And
My God, we got a big ass problem. They
Shador,
done put Donkey Kong in some
that
overalls, bro.
if you feel like you didn't get a first shot, but yet you still made it in the NFL, prove those people wrong. Prove Stephen A wrong. Prove the other dude that wrong. Prove the other reporters that are wrong that are talking about Cam Newton. Prove them all wrong. All I'm saying is, I don't know why we making it like it's a charity case because he didn't go in the first round. And I saw the press conference. He was like, we all shocked about what happened. Nobody's really surprised or shocked. You did amazing in college, but this is not college anymore. And yeah, the NFL can be treacherous. That can be feel like they can hold some people back or try to humble people. But that's always been the NFL draft. They didn't just start doing that now. They've been doing that. That's been going on. Now, is it right? No. 100% is not right. But at the same time, like I said in the beginning, it's a white man's game, but it's a black man's sport. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. Uh,
Wow, that's
Kim,
crazy. Pretty cool.
Kim Folk,
I think that's Funky Kong.
Yeah.
is there anything that you want to put your input into this?
My whole thing about it is they don't like the fact that he is confident in his skills and know who he is
Thank
and
you.
know how to handle himself.
Yeah.
Dion taught him everything, just like every kid he ever coached. The first thing he teach you is not only how to be accountable for yourself, but how to handle yourself in the media.
Yeah.
Now, everything you ain't gonna always rub people the right way, and the image you paint, even though you mean nothing negative by it, it might not always come across positive to people. So that's why this so called reporter or whoever it is put out these little things about him. But my whole issue, just like with my boy Acho and Shady McCoy, just like with them, make yourself known.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just give out anonymous quotes to hurt this man's stock.
Mm-hmm.
Because to be honest, I want him in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I want Shadur in Dallas, and I want Shiloh.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted all three to be honest, along with the offensive tackle and D lineman we got.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather all of them come here because there's one thing I know about them three being under Dion. They gonna play and they gonna deliver.
Yeah, and let me go
That
ahead and just add on a little bit more to that. Like I said, what makes this situation so different is not the fact that he's under his dad's spotlight. It's not the fact that he's black. It's the fact that reports are coming in with his type of personality of that he's bringing to the league. And then he's always been viewed that way since he was in college. But like I said, he has the ability to back it up in college. He has proven the point. He's been Big 12 player of the year, came up with the second season with a big record that everybody never thought that would happen, along with Travis Hunter, along with his brother at the same time as well, too. And yes, there have been players that has been with second, third, six or wherever the fuck it is. All right. But then at the same time, we have had players with way worse personality than fucking Shadur Sanders. Johnny Manziel is a prime example. His personality that he had was way more arrogant and bashful. Hell, another person, Baker Mayfield, was also a fucking arrogant person. Not only on the field, but off the field as well, too. So, like I said, this is something that is not different of what's been shown right now. So I want to say, not only they just trying to humble him because of the status that he brings, but also trying to humble him like, hey, just because you did this and that over here, and just because you confident doesn't mean we're gonna let you like I to Spring's point. Like I said, it's a black man's sport, but the white man owns it, right? Which is also at things that all these teams, these 32 NFL, how many teams? 32 teams, right? Okay. All of these are not black owned. They have coaches, and we had some GMs and everything from the past and stuff like that. But like I said, it's not going to necessarily work out in our favor. And I think that's what makes it frustrating is that it shocks not only us, it shocks also the sports world too. Like I said, RG3, Patrick Mahomes, everybody saying how crazy the fuck it is for this young man to go from the potential first round pick to all the way to three. Now, granted, doesn't matter how you draft, that doesn't mean you're gonna be a fucking prime time. We
Exactly.
had people back in the day that had fucking busts. Jamarcus Russell, all right? Uh
Hey,
hell,
the Jamarcus Russell front don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, they screwed my boy over. They
okay,
screwed him over. That's what got him screwed over.
okay,
The coaching staff, none of them really wanted him. They just drafted him because they didn't even care to even really give him a good shot. So I
yeah,
don't label Jamarcus Russell a bust. He just got dealt a bad hand, like
okay,
Michael Sam. They just got dealt bad hands. They got caught in the business.
Cal-
right,
Calvin Johnson, to Mr. 2K himself. He didn't
yeah,
last. He
yeah,
wasn't, but he didn't reach the full potential that we all knew that he should.
yeah.
No?
But I just wanted to add on real quick, not just for the sake of the panel, but also the people that's like watching and listening part of the podcast. Because, like I said, like what's been going on with Shadur Sanders has been the same problem when he was with Colorado.
No.
It was a personality bragging issue, and like I said, to what Sasquatch said, and to what you said as well, well as Two Springs, his mentor is the greatest quarterback of all time. It's Tom Brady. So the boy has been grinding his ass off. If there's any top accolades of a fucking reference to have on your resume, hell, fucking Tom Brady. Not just take his dad out the fucking picture. His mentor is Tom Brady. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that, and I'm gonna pass it on. Queen Gemini, where's she at? Okay, you got the panel. What's on your mind about the draft? Have you been watching the draft? Or?
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right, we
Mm-mm. I
gonna
refuse to.
okay. Any opinions of why you refuse to? Because
I'm gonna be honest. I I hadn't really been too supportive of the NFL like this since the whole Colin Kaepernick thing.
gotcha, understandable. Say less. Say less. But what I do want to say for me before I pass it on to well, Ro hitting a couple of reps right now. I'm gonna pass it on to RJ. Uh, of all the NFL drafts, actually, this is my first NFL draft that I've been fully invested in. Out of everything
Mhm.
else, I actually like sat back and I was like, okay, where are these boys gonna go? Because I'm pretty excited for the next generation of young men that's about to play and everything. But for the first time, me being invested in the draft, never thought that I'd be upset. So,
Yeah, that
uh, yeah. So, RJ, what your
Yo,
thoughts on the NFL draft? You been paying attention? You just been on the sideline, or what?
a little bit of both, honestly.
A little
This,
bit of both.
I like to jump in and out just to see, as far as Sanders going into the third round. I kind of figured it was gonna happen. Now, not for a skill issue at all, because the boy is talented. We all know it. I'm pretty sure he is just falling victim to what I like to call the Bronny effect, where you got a dad bigger than life, and then like they'd be in the game handling business and stuff. And the other teams know you got him in your ear. And yes, that plays a part in them seeing that you have potential to be great, but that also shoots you in the foot a bit. You got either you got expectations that you probably just not gonna meet because you are not the same person you
Mhm.
came from, but you are not a carbon copy. And
Right.
then also you got to deal with the fact that he's like when you have somebody great putting in it, they played at a different era. They
Mhm.
tricks and they plays and they and the things that they know ain't gonna always translate to the younger side of the game.
Right.
So it happened with I feel like that's what happened with Bronny. Like his dad's still playing, but it's at the same time it's like it's a different era. He's moving in a different era of the game. I feel like that's happening with Sanders now because his dad
Mhm.
played in a different era, and his dad even told other podcasts and stuff like that that like he be talking to him and telling him like, "Hey, look, this is how you move. This is how you handle these kind of situations." I feel like yeah, that can help in a lot of aspects, but he very well maybe fall a victim right now to people being like, "Oh, we don't want Dion in your ear. We don't want prime time in your ear right now when we need you to lock in with us."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Cause that.
totally possible.
Yeah.
One thing I know for sure that primetime teaches boys to be independent on their own selves. The one thing I know for sure. And I'm not talking
Yeah,
about Shadur and Shiloh, because like I said, he also has another one too. Bucky is, junior. Like he got it up out the gutter. He had not only to prove it to the dad, but prove it to himself that he can start off his own business, his own film, and all that kind of shit by himself. Like he had to earn it. And just by doing that, that's where Shiloh and Shadur learned it from him because they had already been taught to know not to depend on their father.
Yep.
There because that's already an automatic. That's already a given. Once they in the league, his daddy gonna go on and coach the next generation that's coming up at the Colorado Buffs and so for the next season, whatever. So that also could be the possibility. I definitely agree. It's a definitely is a new, different era than how it is, and just to walk with the chip on your shoulder that you're Dion's son
Is
is
that.
definitely is a game changer.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game changer for a lot of young athletes that carry the name of the great ones. All right, so I don't know how many reps Roe got. Roe done with a set. Roe, you got enough time to put in before your next set?
he said, "Let me wipe the
Yeah, I got you.
sweat
Yeah,
from
let me
his eye
wipe.
so he can
Yeah,
get it
Oh,
in."
yeah.
but
When my
yeah,
towel
nah.
is.
Shit, I
Oh,
need to
ladies and
start bringing
gentlemen,
one.
this
I
is
ain't
gonna be
gonna
sponsored by Gatorade.
lie. Shit. Yeah, I probably would have preferred Powerade. Gatorade got a little too much sugar. I ain't gonna lie.
It
But
does.
it is what it is. Still, still thirst quenching. Can't even get the word out.
Hmm.
Rose power.
Hey,
Yeah.
but so I haven't been fully into it, but I still get the notifications and stuff. So and I see who's picking who and stuff like that. Um, the first day, I definitely expected Shadur to go to somebody. Hell, I'm diehard Steelers fan, love them to death. I don't watch every game, but
That's my dog.
hey,
Hmm.
I still be rocking with them. And they are a team that I definitely was like, I know people saying like, oh, he might not be a good fit. I was still like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm like, y'all said the same thing about Russell and
Justin
my
Fields.
Justin Fields, and they had a phenomenal season. I mean, yeah, we could have went better. It could have been better, but we in the AFC North, and then the end of the season had like all the powerhouses. So I'm like, I wasn't really too upset about it. And then we went on to play against Lamar Jackson, who, I mean, like Spring said, he got drafted second round. Actually, my boy, he was like, what, draft pick number like 200 or something. So like he was like 6th round type shit, and now he like
Mm-hmm.
2-time MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, but like again, to my point is just like you got that type of caliber quarterback in our division that we had to go against, and I'm sitting there like, why not draft a QB like Shador? Because in my opinion, he was better than all of the quarter. Like, okay, I didn't expect. I knew New York wasn't gonna pick him up because of what was already said. So I was
Right.
already cool. But the Saints could have picked him up because they definitely need some help. We should have picked him up because we for sure need some help. I don't know about any of the other
Raiders,
teams. The
the
Raiders could have
Raiders,
did it. I mean,
Giants.
they went with who did the Raiders go with? They went with
They went with
Gentry.
some
They,
defensive
nah,
person.
they went with they went and picked up Gentry, the running
Yeah,
back.
on the first round. Yeah, you gotta. I'm not mad about them picking a running back on the first
Mm-mm.
round, but I'm just saying like at least get you a quarterback on the second round.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. First round, I was like, if y'all were like, okay, we just not gonna go with him first round, cool. The Giants going ahead and getting oh boy, I think Jackson Dart instead of picking up Shador. I like, okay, it was already stated that he wasn't gonna go to New York. Cool. If I'm any quarterback, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to go to New York either. Because the last good quarter, well, not the last good situation that happened in New York was when Eli was there,
Boy.
and
Was
we know
who?
how long Eli Manning.
And Saquon Barkley too.
But see,
No,
I'm talking about his quarterback.
Oh,
Saquon
okay,
was
okay.
great.
I thought you just saying
Sa-
period.
mm-mm. Saquon had a great career over there. Could have been a way better.
wait.
Um,
Yeah.
who's my boy Bickham? Not Bickham.
Odell Beckham.
Beckham.
Yeah, he
I was
said Dick.
close.
Please sound like you said
Uh,
Dickel. What you
no, no,
said?
no, no. No, I
Oh,
said
okay.
Bickham. No,
Uh
no,
oh, better get that man clipped.
Well,
no.
yeah,
Exactly. Like,
we gonna
nah,
have to
nah,
go
nah,
back. It sounded like you said something else.
nah.
Rewatch the footage. About to
Nah,
lose
but
your sponsorship.
oh Lord. But no, he was but no, Beckham had a great season over there. I mean, had a great career over there too. But even same situation, could have been better. It's
Yeah.
like, um, it's like y'all caught Eli towards the end of his career,
Yep.
and it was like we saw how the decline was going, and then quarterbacks coming in after him. It was like you don't have a good O line, and defense was shit. They was all over the damn place. So I'm like, you got a New York Giants team. I'm like, they could compete game to
Hmm.
game and give you a good run for your money, but then they're not getting no wins.
Nope.
Yeah.
So it's like your players is going out there shining day in and day out, but I'm like, shit, y'all can't get a win under your belt. Then on top of that, you got to go against the Eagles, the
Ooh,
Cowboys, and the Commanders.
yeah, come on.
You're not making it out of there, bro. If you like, to be honest, even if the Giants would have somehow ended up picking up what's my boy Jaden Daniels, Jaden Daniels would have never had that same season going to the Giants, bro.
Not all.
No.
Not even.
And we all would have been highly upset at the Giants if Jaden would have never had that season, bro. Because we'd have been like, nah, this is greatness, and now look what y'all doing to him.
Yeah.
And then not only
So,
that,
mhm,
not only that, but if Jaden Daniels would have went to Giants, probably within the first half of the season, he would have got injured. Would have got injured.
exactly,
Every
exactly.
off and on. Almost every
So,
quarterback.
yeah, so I'm actually glad he didn't go to the Giants. But today today you fully saw that like the whole world saw that the NFL was out to make an example out of Shador, whether
Up,
it's at the expense of Dion, Shador himself, or both. In my opinion, it's a little
oh,
bit of both. More so, probably Dion
right.
because he's a lot more outspoken. on his children and how he feels about things. Where
Yeah,
Shador is just outspoken on himself and his capabilities, and we're not gonna act like that man. You gave his accolades. Like that man went from Jackson State. I got to see it personally, like because I was doing, I got to cover a lot of these games, so I'm like, I got to see it myself. Then turn around and watch it while he went to Colorado. So I'm like, so it wasn't a fluke, and he showed it. Both him and
yeah,
Yeah.
Travis Hunter. Hey, I commend Travis Hunter all day. But we not gonna act like Shador didn't help get him some of them highlight
Yeah.
tapes.
Yeah.
Like, because
that's
I'm like, if you
thank
don't
you.
have
That was gonna be my next point.
because if you don't have a quarterback like Shador, Travis still gonna be Travis, yes.
Yeah,
But you not gonna get some of them plays that you got, bro.
So I got a
Offensively,
exactly.
question for
you
you
not.
then.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that's
I got
what's
a question for you, bro.
uh,
What's up?
What you think Travis gonna do in Jacksonville?
I
Because
want
I ain't gonna lie
to.
to you.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for him when Jacksonville called him
Yeah.
because Sunshine done went out there and then hey look got
Uh,
doled.
yep. Yep. Yep.
but
Yep.
here's
So
the
I
thing,
was
but
like, is Travis in trouble?
I
He
don't know. I
I
what?
don't know.
honestly no, let me go ahead and answer this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Ro, but he's in a
Mm-hmm.
better position with the Jaguars than the Browns because ain't nothing good has came out of Cleveland Browns,
Yeah.
period.
No.
So
Yep.
with Jacksonville Jaguars, he has a decent chance
Yep.
either stick with the offense or the defense over there with the Jaguars. Either way, they're gonna accommodate to him
Mm-hmm.
regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever path that he chooses to play. Now I know they were talking about it first, like, well, you're gonna play one position, this and that. Like, no. If he's gonna be a key player to y'all success on this team, and if that's what he wants to do, they're gonna be willing to accommodate it. So with the Jacksonville Jaguars, outside of the Sunshine boy getting hurt, he's in way better hands because even the Cleveland Browns didn't even pick Shadur, and they need a fucking quarterback.
Hey, do boy.
Yes.
And they have went Cleveland Browns management had went through multiple of different managers throughout the fucking
Bruh.
years in the
Bruh.
NFL. So there's really not much of a unity of 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 team players over there. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
management is not together, and it never has been.
I'm
You
trying to figure
know,
Think
out.
like we're talking about people. Don't get me wrong. That got Deshaun Watson. That was a desperate act, a
Yeah.
desperate fucking act.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like I said, with Deshaun Watson going to the Browns and everything, due to how horrible management is and the offensive line is, look where it brought him.
Yep.
So my bad to take that from you, Ro. I know you said I don't know, but soon as you said that, it was like I can tell you right the fuck now.
Well,
But
I mean, I was just gonna go with the same kind of that same mindset where it's like, cause I saw that initially, people were saying he's supposed to be going to the Browns. So I was like,
Hmm.
well, so when the Jaguars traded up and got him, I was like, I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, I think he's in a better situation with the Jaguars because the Jaguars now are not the Jaguars of yesterday. And
right.
so he's actually in a better situation, regardless of whether, like you said, offense or defense. And hell, even if they let him play both, I think he's in a better situation with that team than anybody would be with the Browns. Because it's at
Exactly.
this point, it's like if you go to the Browns, you either with the Browns to start your career or end your career.
And like I said, Baker Mayfield's another fucking example as well too. Yeah, we even got news that how arrogant he is. Yeah, he was arrogant when he first came to the league and all that kind of shit. And he did like had like a really great season with the Browns just off one, you know. But at the same time, there was like management issues between him and the GMs and everything over like the contract issues and all kind of shit. So then at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I don't recommend. It's a learning curve, but I wouldn't recommend anybody to jump off with the Cleveland Browns. Fuck it, I'd rather you go with the Panthers.
Uh,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
But
I
not,
might.
not, but not, but not, but I'm just saying as
It's
like
tough.
proper management. I'm just saying like proper GM management. You know, that's all I'm saying. With Bryce Young just needed a good offensive coordinators and everything, and a good offensive line, and then take him out, let him learn, let him build his confidence, and throw him back in there. And he got better at the end. It was just too late. But like I said, when you move like that with the communication with the team and the GMs and the coaches, that's kind of a smart move. But like I said, with the Cleveland Browns and with them and everything, you don't know what the fuck you gonna go with. I'm just saying.
But this my and I and I'm with you on that, twin. But we gotta look at the other side of that coin because they're going to make everything around Travis Hunter, and he's not a quarterback. He's I hope he don't get comfortable, but that usually what happens when the athlete is not a quarterback. They get comfortable, and then they I'm worried about Travis Hunter longevity. This ain't college where you're going against people who are
No.
wait. These are people who are they are so far advanced in their craft. You play
Mhm.
catch up double time on that field, and the fact that we cannot be naive. These some of these players have already watched your film before you even got out of the bus. They watched most of these players that's in the NFL. I'm talking about 2 years in, 3 years in. I'm just talking about. I ain't even talking about the veterans. I'm just talking about these people that didn't already watched all your film. They already done paid attention to how you start. They already paid attention to the different routes you gonna run. They already paid attention to your numbers, to
Mhm.
your routes, offense and defense. So these ain't people who are learning, who on the same learning curve as you on the field. These are people who are already familiar with your play, and they already familiar with how Jaguars play. So the fact that most of the teams you're gonna be going against, they're gonna center the game around you, and you're not a quarterback, you're not a running back. So they are and you're gonna play, they're gonna let him play both fields. Jaguars is gonna do that. They're gonna do that. My concern is your longevity gonna keep that up when you start getting them blows, them hits, them real hits. Not
Yo,
them.
welcome to the NFL moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because these we ain't like I said, twin, and like I said, RJ, these are people that already studied you before you even got out of Colorado. So they already know how you coming. They know you about to do jet stream down the field on offense. They know you ain't about to cut up through the middle of that field. They know you not. They're gonna play cloud three over your head all day.
I'm just thinking about. I'm just saying if he like the main matchup that I'm kind of worried. I'm worried about the veterans because if there's anybody that's gonna make you,
They're gonna lock him up.
I know, and I got a prime matchup in my mind. If that nigga go against Mike Evans,
Bro, Evans, bro,
and that's a
bro.
fucking veteran, that he gonna show him.
He's gonna have to catch up. And guess what they're gonna do? When that happens, guess what they're gonna do? They
Yeah.
man, they about to make that man, they about to rip that man all through the news. Because they're gonna be like, oh, Travis is not
Okay.
because he's gonna have to play catch up with some of these veterans who
Y'all
are
hold it down. I'll be right back.
in that craft. So I'm not trying to cut no cream off the crop when it comes to Travis Hunter, but him going to the Jags, and they making everything around him, that is kind of alarming because they know that like the Jag quarterback, he all right, but no, he's not being talked. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody behind him
Ain't
teaching him
no,
the way he needs to.
ain't nobody talking about the quarterback at Jacksonville. Now I'm not saying Jacksonville's trash, no, but the quarterback is doing just enough, just so the Jaguars can be somewhat,
Keeping the head above water.
yeah. And they thinking that this the same thing that I talked about, last year did with Jaden Daniels with, Washington. He's gonna be amazing with them, but one person cannot take a team all the way and win at the Super Bowl by himself alone.
Oh
Lamar
yeah.
tried that, didn't work. Dak tried that, didn't work. The only reason why Patrick Mahomes do it month year in year out season because he got other pieces that work efficiently alongside him. First of all, we got to look at the chemistry that's going to work between the quarterback and Travis Hunter, and is it going to be a 1-2 combo punch?
No, yeah. They gotta get in that they gotta get in the gym together. They gotta be locked in. They gotta do because I remember one of my favorite duos, which I'm glad Steelers got him now. DK and Russ.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, boy! He
Oh,
said DK
what?
went to Russ' house and was like putting in work, and they was like learning each other. But Travis gonna have to work on doing that now.
And I'm not saying Travis is not going to rise to the occasion. He is, but that's only the beginning. Now you gotta fine tune where Dion used to fine tune them on the off season. No one's gonna call you to do that. You're gonna have to do that on your own. No one's gonna tell you to get up 4:30 in the morning and go out there. And I'm not saying that he don't. Not saying that Travis Hunter don't. But you're going against people who are 5 years in. I they
Yeah,
fine tune that, and you as a young player, bro, be able to read you within the first few reps on both sides of the ball. And the fact that
yeah.
they know that the ball coming to you, oh, they about to double man you all game.
Are they gonna try and stuff him? They gonna try and stuff him.
Bro, remember
Is
Odell? Bro,
yeah,
they realize with Jamar Chase with the double man all game. Hello. They about to
say
double Travis Hunter.
gonna
First,
put that pressure on. But
first
also, I feel like they can't do that too soon. They do that too soon, and he gonna learn on that. Like you gonna grow up under the concrete like that. If he do come out of that, they not gonna do that long.
bro,
Them next games, he gonna expect it. He gonna be ready for it. He gonna be sitting there prepared. Like I knew it was coming.
but you have to understand though, RJ, he's not gonna get that download 6 games in, 7 games in. He ain't gonna
Exactly.
he ain't going to get that fine tune up and be smooth towards the end of the season. His first year in, he's not gonna get that fine tune. No receiver or no defensive tackle has ever got fine tuning down packed they first season in the
Right.
of the season. It's usually by it's usually by season two. It's usually by season two. By the
Right.
kind of
And what I'm saying is,
now they know what they doing. They know what they cooking. So they're about to double man Travis Hunter. His first season coming in.
right.
Travis
And what
Hunter,
I'm saying is,
he probably not gonna get no more on the offense side of the ball. He probably towards the whole season. I give him about 170 catches. Cause they're
right.
double man now. They're gonna double man Travis Hunter. Cause they know. They know.
Yeah. And I'm,
Um,
Catch all of them. And on defense, they about to lock him up. They're about Travis Hunter is not gonna have a lot of traction his first season, but it's gonna be expected. What Travis Hunter gotta do is like, I ain't doing no tripping. It's my first season. Oh, I gotta learn the Jaguar system. I gotta learn their program. I gotta learn how to find to my on the professional field. And no one is not
Oh,
college.
no.
They not
Okay.
hit them. Hey,
Okay.
come over to my crib. Hey, what you doing on Friday? Come to the field with me. We about to no. They're gonna expect Travis Hunter to know what to do, know who to go to, know who to talk to, and know where to be at.
Um. All right. Let me go ahead and say this real quick, and so we can go ahead and move on to the next big subject, probably the last one too. I just want to say this. Um. Let's just say first year for all these new players uh is not going to be the pinnacle or the main how they actually going to play throughout their years in the NFL, right? It may this like I said, the first year may be a great year for him. Like I said, like Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels had a great fucking rookie year. So like I said, it may like it may be like this for some. It may be like that for may not. I can't fucking talk right now. Fuck. Um all I'm just trying to say is this. For how Shadur Sanders is how this is getting set up right now. And also, if y'all haven't heard from recent news, they had did a live stream on the draft night today. And then somebody called Shadur Sanders with a private number, like a team had called him. So they was like, hey, I know you've been waiting for us and everything. Like, I'm just letting you know that you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And they hung up on him.
Yeah,
So somebody prank called the Sanders family acting like he was about to get drafted.
yeah,
That's another thing I want to talk about. Apparently it was saying like nobody else got this number. So basically it boiled down to whoever your friends around your success ain't really your friends.
not
Mm.
These are the type of motherfuckers around your circle that's been waiting on this moment for your downfall.
been waiting.
So yeah, because out of out of what's going on right now, that's not necessary. That
It's
shouldn't have happened, or whatever, you know. So apparently, I just hope, for the sake of the Sanders family, not just Shadur, the Sanders family, somebody need to be getting checked right now, and the circle needs to be getting a little bit smaller after that shit just happened. Because, like I said, they're humble, but then at the same time, they're not perfect. I'm pretty sure they're going through some what the fuck moments right now as well too. So for anybody to be prank calling this young man to go, and just the family in general, shit is unnecessary. So I want to go ahead and get that shit out the way. So I hope the motherfucker, I don't wish no death on nobody, but I hope his nose stays stuffy for 2 weeks and can't breathe or some kind of crazy shit.
Oh no.
I hope you don't find your iPhone charger and all kind of shit that you got
broke.
going.
Hope your phone
Exactly.
crack. You know what I'm saying?
But
Now,
Cause
back
man, Pinatas get invited to the party too.
but wait, but let's talk about that. Whoever that person was, they got paid to do that. Because I'm gonna tell you now, most people that ride with Shador, that team ride with him. You gotta understand, Shador was paying some of the players he played with to keep them, you know,
him and Travis.
yeah. And this one even a part of that NIL deal. This one,
No,
this was the first of all, Travis Hunter never got no NIL money. None. None. He didn't get no money going into the NFL at all. He was going in. I'm not saying he went in broke, but he wasn't. He didn't get no.
Uh oh. His phone went off.
So the thing is,
Nope, there he is.
Oh, there
Travis
you
Hunter didn't get no NIL money going, but at the same time, whoever did that to Shador, they got paid. Hey, we're gonna pay this amount of money to prank him. Oh,
go. Uh oh.
Out again.
Okay. I thought it was just me. Even Queen going like, uh oh, we lost him.
Yeah.
Springs.
I can't
Springs,
hear much over
check your
Rose
internet.
muscles.
hold
You
on,
said
hold
what
on.
now?
I can't hear much over Rose muscles over here.
Oh Lord.
I thought, oh, he did had it on mute, but he want to give y'all some sound effects.
Nah, I
All right,
just
He
turned it
wants to
off.
hear them grunts.
yeah, we gonna take a commercial break. We go ahead and just promote our fitness body by row commercial right now. Oh, never
Lord have
mind.
mercy.
Yeah. Anyway, while my boy Twin is having some technical difficulties, we're
Okay,
oh okay.
I hear me.
Yes, yes.
Okay, my
Oh
mama.
yeah, he back.
But all I was pretty much trying to say is they pay whoever that person is. It's not nobody on the inside because they wouldn't do that. Because Deion
You
Sanders,
never know.
no,
I
but
don't
Deion
put nothing past nobody, Bookie.
true,
Mm-mm.
and I'm not disagreeing with that. But the way that I'm telling you, the camaraderie that team has for him, and I'm not saying that everybody rocks with him. I'm not saying that, but that person wouldn't be that foolish to do that. And if they do, guess what? It's gonna come later on down the road because they ain't gonna want to have to carry that guilt, and they're gonna come to him secretly. And knowing that, Shador is not gonna expose that person publicly. Neither is Dion. But at the people around him, they're gonna know whoever that person is because that person's not gonna be around. But like I said, all that's doing is letting Shadur know, okay, I'm on the right path. Because this was the exact same stuff I went through at Jackson. Remember at Jackson, they felt like he not gonna be good at Colorado. They haven't they said that when he was at Jackson State, him and Travis Hunter, they said about him going to Colorado, him and Travis Hunter them. And here he is. They say, oh, he's not gonna be a main, contestant, nothing like that, being a quarterback in the NFL. And he's gonna prove them wrong again. But they're trying to make it hard because they know if we get Shadur in here and then he get his brother in here, they are going to be
Yeah.
known as double trouble.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to end this. That's why I was trying to end this segment on. Like I said, it's not. We don't know what future holds for a lot of these young men out here. We don't. Only thing that we can hope and say, whatever that you put on that table, whatever you put on your field, you have to make it count.
You
But I'm
got
gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this for all the coaches and the GMs and everything that's part of the NFL.
get your shit together.
No, 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 not just that.
Shoot.
If y'all making these moves to humble this young man and whatever kind of shit that you're doing to make him feel like he should be less insignificant of who he's actually is or destined to be by God, I'm telling you, for this boy, you do not want to add more fuel to the fire than it already fucking is. And that's what worries me because I'm telling you, if I just hope the pieces that they pick for these teams, if you need a D tackle, fine. If you need an O line, fine. But it better be fucking worth it because you do not want to have a fucking wasted pick. You do not want to go through that season of this boy being great on this team to have it shine on pretty much like a Saquon Barkley situation. Do
Yep.
not go through what the Giants just went through. that's what like gonna be kind of pissing me off when this boy have a light to shine either this season or next or whenever the fuck it is. And y'all going down the line losing season after season when you know you needed a fucking quarterback.
And not
But
only
let alone, let alone you want to be that GM, you want to be that owner to prove a point to humanize this young man. Not you not able to humanize him for his talents. You humanize him because of his personality, but you took that to account to waste your fucking team and your team's money. That's what worries me. And I hope that these GMs and everything making these moves, I hope you're not that stupid.
Stop trying to humanize and start utilizing.
you
Yeah,
should know that they are twin
I
because
know, but if it's
they
so many examples
they pick
to
a running
what,
back in the first. That's what I knew. It was over right there.
yeah,
We've never known a running back to be picked in the first round before any other like position
yeah,
as a quarterback. What? That usually happens when the season is already going on, when a running back is traded over here. But in the draft, that's
like I said, it's like I said, no matter what number you get drafted, that doesn't mean your success in the NFL is gonna last longer than the most. It
yeah,
doesn't mean it's gonna shine more than the most. All I'm saying is, whatever point that these GMs, whoever's in charge of these teams, whatever point you trying to prove, it better be fucking worth it because there's too many examples throughout this league's history where you made a bad decision and letting the player go because
Or
you want to prove a point to this player like, oh, we're gonna humble him real quick. Okay, all right,
right.
all
and
Oh,
get
right,
humbled in the process.
you heard?
yeah. You see what, and this ain't got nothing to do with the NFL, but you see what happened to Nico Harris. You see what happened to the Dallas Mavericks. Prime example. I
Shoot,
know they used him as a scapegoat. I know they kind of used him as a scapegoat.
throw him in that pot. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
hands tied down, but yes, we got humble. I'ma say it if nobody, we got humble. Cause
And
Jared,
then some other, yeah, and then like I said, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but the Cowboys is another example.
I just
Y'all didn't get nan one of those players that wanted to come over. Y'all did not get Derrick Henry. Y'all ain't get what's my boy name is the great one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. What's his name?
man,
Meat.
Randy
No.
Moss. Randy Moss.
we could have got we could have got Derrick Henry. We could have had Randy Moss. We could have had Odell. We could have got Odell.
Yeah.
We could
Learn, learn, learn.
I'm just
Well,
gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it out loud because it need to be
have
said.
ball too.
I would have cried if Derrick Henry went to the Cowboys.
And he would have came over here, bruh.
I
He,
would have
hey, he was
cried.
over here for 6 mil.
A
Six
grown man would have shed tears on his
mil.
side.
6. And oh, we paid him for 40 mil.
and
Man,
another thing too, and like I said, and another thing too, I think what they also doing is like the star power that comes behind, like we already said, the star power comes behind the name of Shadur and Shallow. Like I said, it's gonna happen either way.
Either way you
So
do.
either way, no matter who you pick, everybody gonna probably look for what Shiloh, what Shadur gonna do. All right, let it be shown in the field. If that pick that you picked at first, if he gets overshadowed by Sanders, them, that because they put in the fucking work. Let the work speak for itself. All
Hello.
right. Oh man.
You already know.
Anyway,
Wait, and you already know what Dion said. Dion said, my sons, they're going together. It's a 2-1 combo deal. It ain't. You can't. One not gonna be over there. One no. They both. Oh my. Oh, talk about
so
trouble. I,
Springs, do you think that's hurting his chances too?
you said
I
what?
don't know. I mean, because I watched they stream and everything. Because I think Shiloh done. I think Shadur and Shiloh. I think they already got it figured out. They not gonna go on the same team.
No, but but they not necessarily. But if they do, oh.
Yeah, cause Shiloh was supporting his brother. He said, like, damn, if they do you like this, I don't know what my drug gonna look like. Shit.
Right. But I know something. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. With Shiloh gonna go in a lot smoother because Shiloh, I wouldn't say he's been overshadowed, but the light hasn't been on him as bright. He still got a light on him, but it's not as bright as his brother because him being a quarterback.
Yeah, because he's been playing along with Travis and Shadur. Like he's also a part of the success of the Colorado's
So that's what
season as well too. But anyway,
yeah.
that's
But
all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen.
it's gonna be smoother.
Yeah. All I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna ahead and move on. We gonna stick with sports, but it's a different type of sports that we got going on. Sports of hell. How I'm gonna segue this?
There's no way you can.
You just gotta do it.
You
No.
can do it.
Whoa, you just gotta do it is
That's
different
how to
too.
do it.
Let's just say that all gonna put his balls too deep where they shouldn't be. Let's just say that in the sports news right now. Um, Uncle Shannon
Uncle
Sharp.
messed up.
Uh, everybody know Uncle by now. If you don't know, unless you've been living under a rock,
Do
he is
something.
like I say, he is the face of the nightcap. He is like the well known person from Undisputed moved on to first take with Stephen A. Smith, and let's just say he is like a sports journalist mogul, along right next to Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you think about sports talk, sports news, first person you think about is either Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp. All right, on boy, on the lost his damn mind, yo.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so on has been, I'm not gonna say caught. Let's just say we're gonna stick with allegedly
Right.
that he is sexually assaulting allegedly this 19-year-old girl from OnlyFans that he met at the gym. So roll, you watch your back with them white girls out there, all right? Uh, there you go. Yeah, these girls out here, they come to get you
Hey,
in the
we ain't
gym
seen a
and stuff.
female on that screen yet.
Hey.
What you say, bro? Oh,
Don't
what you
say
say,
it like
RJ?
that now. Don't say it like that. Look,
Yeah,
they all at home. That's okay.
there you go. Yeah, so there's been leaks. They leaked the text messages. They leaked the audio. Ong is telling everybody. Well, he telling the lawyer with the girl and everything. If you gonna show a clip, show the whole thing. So apparently, there's a sex tape out there of the whole thing. So we got sex tape number 2 for Shannon Sharp. You thought the first one was wild. So it sounds like there's a second one that's on the way. We got Shannon Sharp booty talks number 2. You got Michelle.
No, no.
Michelle was the first.
Oh no!
Michelle was the first guest. Now you got what's that girl name is?
Hell scandal. Now you got the. Oh man.
What's the girl name is? Her name is Gigi. What's her name is?
Irrelevant.
Oh, you right. You right. All right. So Ryan. Oh, I'm sorry. Queen Gemini. So this seems like this is a topic you definitely done heard about it. Okay, so we didn't get a chance to hear from you on the first topic, so hopefully we get a chance to hear from you on the second one. Look like you got a
We know you got the teeth for this one. Come on
yeah,
now.
exactly. You
Oh,
look like
Mm-hmm.
you're ready to spill the tea the way your mouth is
She
set up.
like, look. How they
I
do?
got the
hmm Yeah, you look like you're ready to say
bitch.
bitch.
And
But
you
you
know it,
fixed the
because
hair for
first of
this.
all, Uncle Shay Shay, I love you down, boots. And I'm going to stick beside you. But I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you at all. I said this before and I say it again. There have been examples before you.
hmm
There have been examples before you. And you were still stupid enough to go and do this shit.
Yeah.
You were still stupid enough to go out here and get one of these snow bunnies. You are of a certain caliber. At this point, you gotta let them snow bunnies go.
Should have listened to Monique.
Hello,
Yeah.
baby. You should have got with Kiki Palmer or something.
Yeah. Ultra tried to tell him too. Ultra too.
Yeah.
I do wholeheartedly believe with every fiber of my being everything that he's saying about him being set up. I do believe that. But you knew, sir, you knew that this was going to nine times out of 10 happen. You're a high profile former NFL player. You think people ain't gunning for you, my nigga?
Hall of Fame, sir. Bruh. Uh,
You're the main attraction of any entertainer, not sports, but we're talking about movie moguls, comedians, singers. It just all he has reached another threshold of entertainment when it comes to podcasting. You
facts.
thought it was sports talk? Nah, he done reached like a whole nother realm where everybody's coming to him to interview him to have a spotlight shown. Not that they need it, but like I said, this is a great like branch off for their success or support or what they coming out with. Let me ask y'all. I know I'll go from person to person, but I really need to ask y'all this question. Why is it when a man, not just a man, but a black man, come into a multi-million-dollar deal and then this shit happens? Like to what Queen Gemini point, it was gonna be the same thing I say. Cause he got $100 million deal. And then after that, this shit happens. We're talking about same shit happened to people before. Deshaun Watson, when he got that $220 million deal. Then you got the damn massage therapist hands-on unnecessary action. Then you got John Morant, the fucking gun in the bag situation. You had a deal with Powerade. You were bringing Powerade back. And then you dropped the ball. And
Now
then
Nas Rowe turn to do it.
Got all these endorsements, even now, with being retired from the NFL. Blue Chew. You have your own podcast that has reached heights that no other retired NFL player has reached when talking about doing podcasts. Only other person that come to mind when it come down to podcasts from NFL players is Cam Newton, I believe.
Yeah.
That's
mhm.
it.
One.
You got your own brand of
No, no,
fucking
no.
liquor.
It's another one.
Yeah, fourth and one is Cam Newton's podcast.
And then there's the Raw Room too.
Yep. Raw
Yeah,
room.
that's when he sits down and also talk to people too. But like it really makes you think. I mean, I always feel like it's always some type of setup where you reach a certain level of success.
Of course.
And then it just makes you think that is it because when they reach a pinnacle of success and fame in their life, is it something about us black men? Do we get to a point where we feel like we're untouchable or something?
I have a theory actually,
Half of it.
and it's
You
more so that
know,
I have a theory that
See,
when
Rachel?
you put, I feel like this isn't something new that
No, it's
everybody for
not.
everybody. I feel like it's more like we as black men don't sweep up the house before we let the guests come in. If
Oh,
and
oh, hold up.
hold
Say
hold
one more time for the people in the back. Cause you
I feel see.
Let me
So
let
what
me
I'm
do what
saying is,
Ultra be doing. Oh, let me get a pen and pad real quick.
let me
Hold
write
on,
that.
what you
hold up.
write that
I
down?
we look. I don't know how many old heads we got in the room, but there's a song that say "Sweep
Enough.
around your own front door." So what happened? What I feel like we doing is we letting all this fame and money come in, jump in our hands, and we getting ready for it, and we like, yeah, we good, we got this. I can go public with this, I can do this, that, and the third. But you got to look at yourself and be like, hold up, is my life ready for people to be looking at me like this before the? Because I need to make sure, like you said earlier, I need to make sure my circle is in order before and I ain't mean to bring it back to the Shadur Sanders thing, but like you got to make sure that your people are in order. You got to make sure that your what's around you is taken well care of before you start saying, "Let me accept all this money. Let me accept all this bag," because you don't know who around you that's finna look at you getting that bag and finna start acting different,
But here's the
or
thing. But
finna start throwing some stuff that you may or may not have done out into the open. Because I fully like you very well. I bet you, I can bet people in Hollywood, people around, people with bigger spotlights on them, have done some crazy things right before they got this bag that they got, or when they got this bag that they got. But they took care of the people around them to make sure that when they get this bag, when they get in that spotlight, you not getting aired out immediately.
and the thing it's just it. I just really feel like it's common sense at this point
Yeah.
because, like I said, I got another example. Michael Vick, he came to the top of my mind. He was the face of the NFL at our time growing up. He could have been in a different spotlight in the NFL if it wasn't for that dogfight issue. And back to what RJ is saying, that definitely has something to do with your circle. Because, like I said, when he was gone, the damn cousin and everything was running the damn dogfight at the house, and then next thing you know, he got set up. Yeah, he got set up for failure on that one. For a person of wisdom as Shannon Sharp. Now, here's my thing. If you want to fuck with OnlyFans women and all this stuff, that's cool. There's no judgment. You're a grown ass man.
Right.
If you know what you like, you know what you like. At least he's not ashamed to admit it. He said it on this, on the nightcap and everything. Like he like Miss B nasty and all them other nasty girls and stuff like that. That's that's
Mm,
that's
mm,
that's
mm.
cool. All right, that's real cool. But I if it's bad where the money that you do and how you use it takes out the common sense in your brain like in your old ass brain like that, and you don't think of if it doesn't help you think of the consequences when you mess with a 19-year-old girl on OnlyFans, and then you such this high caliber mogul right now, if it causes you to overlook a lot of things into that, it's really a big problem. And that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't the money that makes you feel like you so invincible? I mean, you saved your ass. Like, surprisingly, they didn't let you go when you got caught on the live on Instagram. Surprisingly, I don't know how the fuck they let that shit slide because, like I said, it takes a to what Mason Cameron was saying. It takes a lot of steps to start an Instagram live. It ain't something that you could just butt down in your ass
Right.
and start an Instagram live.
Pants leg slide on. Nah.
And
Nah.
That's
then
why I
you
think it was
eh,
a publicity thing. Because you know how they say all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
bad press is good press. He got an Olipop deal off that shit. Y'all know that
Yeah.
Olipop?
Yeah.
Shit, I be drinking that bitch every other day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that. That shit good. Fuck. I ain't know he got a deal out there, ho, but
Yeah.
shit,
You
that's
got
crazy.
Hey, I'm
Shit, the
trying to get
shit
sponsored
hit
by Honey
too.
Pack. Come on.
But
On facts.
and when you
And I
look,
think that's also how he got that Blue Chew endorsement too.
to.
it's Roman. It's that Rose Sparks. That's what it is.
I was just
Mm-hmm.
about to say,
And then when you look at the text message and when you hear the phone calls and stuff, I'm like, come on, Unc. It's so obvious that this girl trying to set your ass up.
Bro, swear. Like, come on, man.
like you know that girl asking you these questions and everything, and talking like, oh, uh, I, I, I know this is probably gonna be triggering the way how I'm saying this stuff, but it's like I said, it's allegedly. We won't know until he's like proven innocent. All right. But the way how she talking over the phone, like, oh, well, why would you choke me? Or some bullshit that she was saying and everything. But meanwhile, you send a text message to that you like this shit.
Exactly. So it's like you can tell it's a setup, and you could tell in the and because like even everybody was saying like you can tell like the audio is clearly chopped up to make it sound bad. So it's like, come on now, like you saying one thing in the messages, but then you got something completely else going on. It's like, come on, bro.
That girl got paid to do that, and she was promised some extra money up out of this because they felt that they was gonna be able to take him down. Now,
Hmm.
there is a possibility. There's a possibility. There's two ways that this can go. He can walk away scot free, like with the Instagram situation, or he gonna end up probably having to hit a settlement.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna do no
they
jail time
offered.
because
He already offered 2 million for the settlement.
I don't think he's gonna do no jail time because I think it's gonna be too hard for them to shoot for that, being the fact that it can be put out there somehow. I don't know what they did to probably hide it. Hopefully, maybe if he was smart, he was probably recording some sessions of his own.
I,
Oh yeah,
I,
you know his old nasty ass was.
I would I, let him fall by the wayside because off of his brand. So if they throw him in jail, they don't get no money because you need him for the content for y'all to make money off of him. So he know he ain't gonna see no jail time.
Mm-mm,
But
he ain't going to jail.
the reason why this is happening, one of every athlete, every entertainer, artist, singer, it's in their contract. It's in their contract. Look, Eddie Griffin said it best. Eddie Griffin, the comedian, said it best. Nobody gets out of Hollywood clean. They got to put something on you to humble you, to keep you quiet. You got to understand. He ain't the only person to get $100 million deal. He's the second person to get $100 million, $100 million contract. Who else got the same thing? Gilly. Before Gilly got that $100 million contract with him and Wallow, your son dies. Coincidentally. Coincidentally. Before you got this deal, your son was breathing alive. You sign your name in the contract, you and Wallow. A week later, your son get killed. That doesn't happen in regular life. This only happens in what? Hollywood. Cause he ain't the only person who get a big contract and then somebody sibling or somebody in your family dies a week later. So I'm not saying I no, but they gotta find a way to scrutinize your character, whether if that's somebody dying in your family or you dying to yourself by the image that you have created, and they want to put something on it to taint it. They can't use ridicule. They can't use your past or the females you fucked in the past. So what they're going to use, the one thing that we all are working towards to have at our fingertips, money, money. We're going to
Mhm.
give you $100 million contract, but you got to let us throw you into a scandal. Now, the thing about the scandal is it don't matter how big or how small it is, we just want to have a scandal on you. We still gonna pay you. You still gonna get cool. You still gonna get your money. Still gonna you ain't lose no endorsements. But you gotta let us plant something on you. This is what they do to people that are informants. They gotta plant something on you to work for the FBI and CIA to keep you to not go against them.
You
So
know what? Since you said that,
they
I'm
put
gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and say this before our podcast jump out. Before we get these contracts, these endorsements, and everything and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I cheated. Fuck it. I'm throwing it out there. I had some fried chicken the other day. I was supposed to be vegan. I cheated.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not living right. I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be
We
in
keeping each
a
other
healthy
accountable here.
temple.
I
My
see.
body is a temple,
Wow, my eyes got
and
big.
I had a donut today. So fuck it. I ain't perfect.
I don't even know
If
what's
some,
going on right
if
now.
it was some dirt, if it was some dirt,
He
you
just
want to
aired
dig on
himself
me.
out.
You want to catch me with a picture eating some Krispy Kreme donuts. Yeah, that was me 2 days ago. I ain't fasting like I'm supposed to be, but fuck it. I'm in the gym every damn day. So yes.
You can't do that, bro, because my eyes said, what? Like,
Me
what?
and you both, cause my eyes went buck as fuck, cause that ain't the kind of cheating I thought he was
No, no,
fucking talking
let it
about.
be. No, no. This the type of scandal y'all want to do. Fuck it. I still got a
I,
stash of booty talk in my old house.
Ah! I got the SS.
On your booty.
Boy, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I wasn't ready for this, but I definitely wasn't thinking you was gonna say
But
that.
you know
I
what?
thought it
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
be
be
real
something
with
else.
you. That's the
What more
reason
do y'all
why,
want to know?
because people
But
ask me
I
all the
don't want to know
time,
nothing.
well,
Nothing
why
else
don't
could.
you go
Nothing
ahead and
else
put
can
yourself
keep
out
it
there
going.
more and stuff like that? That's why I don't want to be super famous. I don't want to become real famous like that. Oh,
Oh
hell
No,
nah,
no.
yeah, I
yeah.
agree. Cause I'm telling you,
I
like
can't be famous, bro. Y'all be discovering stuff Batman can't get out of me. That's no.
Ah!
Y'all be admitting stuff Batman couldn't get out of me.
cause
That's
I'm
wild.
telling you, I'm telling you, like what year was it? Was it 2024 or 2023 when I had like a whole yeah, you know what? It was the P Diddy situation.
Oh,
It was the P Diddy
oh,
The
situation
diddler,
where
yes.
not just for P Diddy, it's just the fact that everybody is a fall around P Diddy. Not just Bad Boy, but everybody in entertainment. And it just makes you go like the fact this one man getting caught can risk your whole career that you worked on and
Hmm.
money just gone.
Yep.
Oh,
Which makes me put in a mindset like, golly, Lord, I hey, since y'all on, I talked to God about this and I pray. I said, Lord, I just pray that you have everybody that's around me that is that's gonna succeed together and just looking for the betterment of ourselves and all kind of shit. Like hopefully ain't nobody gonna lead us down the wrong path or anything like that.
oh.
And then just keep me and us protected. Because if this shit jumps off and when it jumps off, this shit can get scary.
Shit can go left.
It could go left with the wrong person with the wrong agreement. And I was like, God, you just gonna be the famous one. You gonna be that's you. I don't want it. You can have it. I just want to live by your purpose and everything. I'm cool. you know,
Girl,
That's it.
I ain't gotta meet the biggest names. I don't care about meeting the biggest names. I just want what's me and mine protected. Cause
okay.
right now, this shit being famous is scary, nigga.
Uh, famous people are this never in the bro. This year and
boy, I get anxiety when too many people recognize who I am. I'm
last,
scared.
and
That's why you ain't got your face showing right now.
look,
They
hold on. Last
gonna
year
remember the voice though. Apparently,
we've never seen this
Yeah,
many
that deep ass voice.
get exposed like this. Let's talk about it. Literally, all last year, people just getting exposed, 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 exposed. Not, not I'm talking about YouTube, X, because it's not Twitter no more.
Fuck
X,
it, it's Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk.
Twitter.
Black Twitter. Like people are getting exposed left and right. Here we are this year. We said at the beginning of this year, and one of the top people, Shannon Sharp himself, get exposed. Now, now people gonna be like, oh well, it's a setup and stuff. But you still slid your dick in that fucking. Yeah, she's of age, but man, you old enough to be her grandpappy 2 times over. Like, sir,
If there was any moment that where you need to sit your old down, if there's any moment you need to like, if
why
there was any moment where you
man
need to sit your,
broke that bitch? He broke the cradle. He broke the baby seat, car seat, no seat, Lakers and damn.
I'm just
Baby.
saying, if there was any moment where you need to sit your ass down and look yourself in the mirror, if you paying $25,000 for that little ass cheat, you need to reflect and you need to sit down on your own show and get a mirror and look at your own self. Like, damn, am I really paying 25,000 a cheek?
He really
Okay, for a fucking crepe.
he
A
thought
A
he was
cheek?
crepe.
proud.
A fucking crepe. Not even no fat ass. Not no not and when I say fat, I mean PHAT fat.
Mm-hmm.
You could have got you a 30-something-year-old chick with a PHAT ass on her.
It's somebody.
That could have
It's
fucked you way
somebody.
better than that motherfucking teeny bopper could have fucked you.
It's somebody. It's women. I know there are women lined up for his horse looking ass. I know there are women lined up for his ass for less, just for a good time. Just like Monique said, you need to get you an old girl that's
Mm.
gonna cook you, rub your feet, take care of you. Hell,
No,
it
no,
ain't be
no.
only for one.
He can leave them alone. I want them.
Mm-hmm.
It's more for everybody. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah,
I
It's
need
more
them.
for everybody.
yeah, yeah, nigga.
They
Hot
ain't they out here. That's the problem. It's
honest.
it's not like he
Now,
running out.
Shannon,
That's
I'm just
what's
gonna say this
crazy.
to you, Shannon. This is directly to you from me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Call
PSA.
me. Okay?
Uh,
Oh
Lord.
no.
Call
there
me.
you
I'm not
go.
gonna sit up there and try to get you for your money like how she did. I ain't finna try treat me right and give me a little corn here every now and then. You be alright. I promise you, you had the best time of your life.
There you go.
You bust the best nut of your life,
He said,
Bookie.
if it ain't
Mm.
white,
Mm.
it ain't right. If it ain't blowing,
Here
it
she go.
hey,
And this is homegrown over here.
Ooh.
he
Full figure homegrown.
I'm in
It's
love.
not it's not store bought. It's not a flat jack. It's not a pancake. It's not a crepe. Full figured heavyweight wagon.
Look, he said when he hit it, he don't want it to jig. He wants to shake a little bit. He don't want it to jig. He wants to shake a little bit.
And we ain't got to tell nobody. Your secret will be safe with me.
Like
And I know your damn grandmama and grandpappy turned it over their damn grave for
you been
what you doing right now.
hang on
And you from the
grave,
you
bro.
from the and you from the country.
I
Now,
am.
man,
I
but
am.
what is when he got that money, he thought he was one of them. He thought that's just what happens. What did all I got to
Hey,
do? Hey,
hey,
you want
hey.
to? Hey, you want to know the first person that did that? And I hate to say it, God rest his soul, Michael Jackson. When he was making that money, he thought he was one of them people. But
Hey,
they
hey,
told him
hey,
he
you gotta
wasn't
give him you
them
gotta
people.
give him some credit. He looked in the mirror, he saw a white person too.
He thought he was until they
Hey, I
you
mean, to be honest, they look. You talk to some of these kids now. They think he is. They think he's still white.
yeah. Hold up, he ain't the only one. Tiger Woods, he was making that money. He thought he was one of them. I'm a Caucasian. All right, yo, let's see if that at least he's gonna be Caucasian behind the bars. Nope. He did thought he was one of them.
You see how I rolled my eyes at that name?
You heard me. Hey, you wanna know who gonna be next
Man,
up?
she wrote him in 4 different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Baby,
fantasy.
she turned that nigga every which
Look,
way but loose.
look. Then one more person, well, two people that haven't came to them yet, because they stay in their lane. But let them get out. Let them step. Let them miss that tune. Let them misstep. Jay Z, 50 Cent. Let them step out. Let them step out. It ain't gonna happen. But if they do, hello, hello.
I'm about to say.
Man, Jay-Z ain't getting hey look, Jay-Z ain't stepping out of line. Solange gonna put him back in there real
Oh
About to
yeah,
quick.
that's
say
what
he
I was gonna
already
say.
look.
It
He already
happened
caught
back in
them
the
hands.
day.
Somebody
He
gonna
ain't going
he
nowhere.
go Solange gonna be
No,
like, don't you make me put you back in that elevator.
Man,
no. He didn't. He got
And
he got good ass kicking in that
Baby, let me tell you
elevator.
something.
She
Solange
put
don't
them
play by
paws
her
on him.
sister.
now
No,
She
you
look,
don't
gonna
play
get
by her sister, and I don't blame
you
her.
go
and
get a
look.
hard knock life for real.
but yeah,
Facts.
hold up, check
A
this out.
hard knot on that head.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all know, but Cat Williams just bought like I think 50 acres of land.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
But I forgot where, but he bought 50 acres of land. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was Mississippi or it wasn't Orlando. It
He
was,
probably bought the land of that kid that whooped him out on that
but
street.
he bought that, and really he didn't buy it. They rewarded that for him because let him tell it. And he was talking about Shannon Sharp on his last comedy special about exposing, and he was going to be part of the Illuminati. So I don't say it. So I don't say, why is it that Shannon Sharp storm being the talk for everybody in every other aspect of entertainment? Think about that.
Well, when Cat Williams was on Shannon's show, he said that 2024 was the start of the year of reckoning, the year of exposure, exposing.
I,
That was just the start.
I think he was sending. What if he was sending him a warning? But Shannon did. It went over.
It
It
Ooh,
went
did.
over
It
him,
went over his
like I
head.
said. He
It
didn't.
did. It went
Shannon
straight
didn't
over his
think it would
head.
happen to him.
Oh, it went over his head. It was white
Look,
and skinny, and it went straight over his head.
hey, look, that's just like all them supporters that voted for your boy, the orange boy. Look, everybody was
Cheeto.
okay as long as it wasn't in their house. And then when it started touching them, knocking on their door, they're like, hold on now, hold on, wait. I thought you was talking about them, not me.
I got the hat on. I got
right.
the hat on. What you
Yeah.
doing?
What's up? So
Can you
yeah.
say? Can you say Wal? Can you say Walmart? Damn, Walmart.
Oh, get on the ground. Get on.
That's just so funny. But yeah, man. It's a lot to unfold and everything, and like I said, it's all on the internet right now for y'all to listen to on YouTube and to read it. They did post like the whole case of it on Reddit, but they took some pages out, so there's like a brief summary
It's,
of
it's,
the
oh,
case.
that's
Yeah,
proud. Yeah.
yeah. You know, because like I said,
Ooh,
they build up a case and they're gonna like have the whole report like publicly online, but some pages got taken out. So
that's hard.
man, I'm just I don't know what's going on.
But you want to know something though? They do this out. Look, outside of Chadwick Bowman, but
Bozeman.
he's the only person that reached that level of success without nothing being attached to him. But because he died, there's nothing for black people to attach themselves to. That's just greatness without something being dirty about. You see what I'm saying? Think
Mm.
about every successful outside of Black Panther, outside of Uncle Phil, what's his song? Them the only two people that we know that have been a pillar for black excellence with nothing attached to them other than
You got Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, you got Michael B. Jordan. You got a lot of good black actors. I mean, you got a dude from Sinners. That dude, what's his name?
Ryan Coogler.
Miles.
Yeah, Kugler.
Ryan Cougar. But now it's that old
he's
man. He been old since we've been born.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I know who
I,
you're
I
talking
about to
about.
say,
Was it
That big.
Lindo? Delroy Lindo or something like that?
Yeah.
but
He
I'm
ain't
talking
got
about
nothing to test to him.
I'm talking about of today's generation, not of our generation. We have that understanding. We talking about the generation now that's been
You brought up Uncle Phil, so if we talk about some old people, so we gonna
yeah, I'm talking about
well,
bro,
he said excluding
our
Uncle Phil and
and
yeah.
these next
oh
generations that came after us, we wasn't being industrialized. They got it so smooth now. It's cut and paste. It's cut and paste now.
hmm
That they don't even got to strike fear into the black community. They have the white ends to do that.
yeah. All right,
Yeah, because
well, so
everybody a YN now.
You got Ryan Coogler, you got Michael B. Jordan, Anthony Mackie. He ain't got nothing really attached to him that now that we know of right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, surprisingly, he ain't got none because he's Captain America.
Well,
Uh,
Michael B.
And
Jordan,
Pierre.
You got
Yeah,
you got
yeah, yeah.
Harvey,
He just hopped on the scene.
you got Steve Harvey. He didn't do nothing to him. He just cheated on him and started talking to other dudes. But just that's enough to have people who are younger than us who don't understand the bigger picture.
Oh,
Oh,
Mahershala Ali, another example.
so you got to
Yeah.
understand it's not so much as specific. I'm talking about a group of successful black men that are in the same space. We don't see that in one space. We might see somebody over here. Okay, like basketball game. You might see a few celebrities, black celebrities, they're kind of out, but they're not in one space. You'll never see, you'll never see Barack Obama sitting beside Lil Wayne, sitting beside the ball, sitting beside Drake, all on the front court press. You're not going to see that.
Oh, you not finna see
I feel
Kendrick
like I could
Lamar and
see
Drake
that
in the
though, to
same
be
building
honest.
no more.
We,
So I can see that, to be
hold on,
honest.
Yeah, yeah, I think I could
hold
see
on,
that.
hold on, hold on. Hold on. We can see it, but we have not saw it. Okay, meaning it hasn't happened. We might get one or two, but they might be on opposite ends of the court. I'm talking about having successful black men with another test to their name, all sitting in a row at a game or at an intervention. The first time we seen that was at Revolt. The Revolt, remember the Revolt podcast they had? Remember that back in 2023?
Nigga, that's on the Diddy.
Huh?
Ain't Revolt under Diddy?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Uh
saying.
oh.
Was not anymore.
Yeah, it was.
oh no.
So you got to understand, they do not let black celebrities get too far above the program. Once you get above the program, now
Oh,
we
it's
got
funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because I just recently learned that Ryan Coogler has done something that a lot of movie studios that don't want directors to do. So, like I said, Sinners is the original movie, original script.
yeah,
And then he set it up to after 25 years, it's gonna go back to them. Like it's gonna go back to them like owning the masters to the
yeah,
music. But a lot of studio companies they want to own the movie like forever long term and everything. They can do whatever they choose to do with it. And that's why with Sinners, that article that came out talking about their budget and how much they made and everything, Verity article because the studio wanted them to write to give them a negative insight about it because they were worried about the success of the movie. So yeah, it's funny that you say that because like I said, Brian Coogler is doing something completely different outside than black directors usually do. So funny that you said that. I wanted to mention that real quick.
but you want to know?
And
Oh, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. On top of that, not only did he set that up for him to be able to own the masters of that movie after 25 years, he also started getting paid up front
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
from the box. You know, most of the time they make them wait till after the movie
Mm,
come out.
Mhm.
yep.
Mm-mm.
And but you know why though? Wanna know? Because it's called keep the integrity of your craft even when you dead and gone, and that's the thing. Ron, he wants to make sure everything that I touch, and it stays how I made it. I'm not going to let other movie companies, other people come in and taint the integrity of what I put in the movies that I made. Now, if every person that has some influence thought like that, we as black people wouldn't be what we're collectively.
Yep.
All right.
Wouldn't be what.
Well,
What is the thing that people use to combat integrity? Money, fame, riches, and women. Those things go against integrity on all forts. And if you are willing to give up your integrity for some money, you just compromised everything that you worked so hard to gain. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they have it on the stream, and they gonna make you work for it. And then they're gonna be like, if you want this, you gotta work for it. And guess what? We want you to bring all the people that's behind you to walk in line behind you while you're walking in line chasing the dollar, and we dangling over your head.
Yeah.
The same.
Yes.
What game we call that?
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all learned a lot from this, from the NFL draft. Hope y'all learned something from, definitely from Shannon Sharp. No matter how successful, no matter how much money, you you're just, you're never too safe.
You are never.
Only way that will cause your downfall is yourself. It could be money, lust, etc., etc. Like I said, there's too many examples throughout history of entertainment
Oh
has
man.
been a prime example. Like I said, I mentioned John Morant, I mentioned Deshaun Watson, and then another example. He's coming back though. Jonathan Majors messing with that
Yep.
white girl.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Quick
messing with that
side
white girl.
note, now that you mentioned his name,
oh no.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
He had a new movie that came out called
Magazine
Magazine
Oh,
Dreams.
I seen
Dreams.
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
He did wonderful. I actually went to go see it.
Yeah,
It's in
He did
theaters.
great. Honestly, some of his best work yet.
yeah,
yeah,
Great job.
yeah,
However, of course, because technically his name is still tainted right now, it didn't do so well at the box office.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But that's the thing of us black people. We just have to like watch out and protect ourselves. We gotta think smart because, like I said, every time we reach a new level of success. The reason why I say Jonathan Majors because he had two big hit movies coming out that one weekend. He had Creed 3 and he had Ant-Man Quantumania.
Yep.
Right after that week, they done the white girl started tripping, and then the damn New York police officers and everything started throwing dirt on him and all kind of shit. Granted, like
That
I
kid kept
said,
recording his when they recorded him talking too in that car.
yeah, like I said, they had everything. They had every single reason to drop the case. But
Yep.
like I said, they started digging up some dirt, and they had basically whatever reason to keep pushing it for his downfall. And now we don't have him as king anymore. And then you got studios kind of refusing to work with him, but then at the same time he's coming back. I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
But before you do that, the thing is, whenever you're somebody that's in that world and you're just too good, you never heard nothing negative about Jonathan Majors. People think like he's brand new to Hollywood. He's been around longer than Cat Williams was doing comedy and got known for it. Jonathan
yeah,
Majors been around for a minute, but
yeah,
he's such a good person. They don't like that about people in Hollywood. That's why they gotta dig up your past or dig up people that you were with to try to paint some negative storyline. You was this person, but we got you. We changed you and mold you to become this person, as if like you wasn't that person from the start. But that's what Hollywood do to black entertainers. Okay, they got to make it seem like you was an animal, but then we took you, grew you, changed you, molded you, transformed you into this black hero citizen, and now you do our bidding. That's how they do that. But if you're someone that's already and they don't have, because why? So this is the thing about Hollywood. While you're doing these stories and scripts, they're making a script about you about the same at the very same time. While you're doing reading these scripts, going over these lines, they're in the back making a script about you. The difference is with this script they're making about you, it ain't on screen. It's in real time in real life. People get paid to set you up to bring people to you. That there's literally been a conversation where when you make a when Noriega said it on Drink Champs, when you make a certain amount of money, they pay
hmm
people to come to you. They
Yeah.
pay to come to you to be whatever you want them to be for you. Some of these people be your handlers and you don't even know it. Some of these
Yeah.
people be sex workers and don't even know it. You
Yeah.
want, but this is what they do. So they're making a script about you in real time while you're making a script in Hollywood.
Yeah.
The difference is the real script about you is the thing that they push more than the script you are reading to do a movie or a video or a podcast about. And that's the thing. It's called double. It's called double speaking and double talking and double walking.
Mm-hmm.
It's witchcraft, actually. It's witchcraft. But
Mm.
I don't want to go that far. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
if people knew, not only are you learning the script about your podcast and how we want you to say what we want you to talk about, they making a script about you right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's show.
it's her.
This has been a good show. This has been a damn good show. We actually almost had a full panel, but we lost Sasquatch in the process. But in the midst of that, we got my boy Ro finally done jumped on the stream, and hopefully we'll get him to jump in again in the future and everything. He
Next, we're
made
gonna have to
time
get him to
for us.
jump on a treadmill.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, look, I don't do the
Hopefully,
treadmill. Look, catch me out here walking and stuff. We cool. The treadmill get boring.
I feel that.
yeah. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I forgot to tell y'all that earlier, but I know I'm late, but I'm telling you now, better late than never. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share it with a friend, leave a comment. Let us know what your thoughts of tonight's show. Um, Let us know what y'all think about frequently Uncle Shay Shay and what y'all think about the NFL draft. Where's Shador gonna go? Is he gonna make an impact in the NFL? May not. Only time to tell. It's your boy Ken Jones, my twin Springs Wave God, RJ in the
You.
building, the Mr. Deep Voice itself, Queen Gemini, back again. Will return for the next one. And last but not least, Body by Room.
Yes, sir.
Y'all motherfuckers have a good night.
Bye bye.
Night.
Later.